Now, Yemen's Houthi rebels claim they attacked two ships in the Red Sea, but an Israeli spokesperson has denied the group's claims that the vessels were linked to Israel. According to the Pentagon, an American warship also came under attack. The Iran-backed Houthis did not mention the US vessel, but said the attacks would continue as long as Israel continues its war with Hamas. The incidents come amid heightened tensions in the Red Sea and surrounding waters after Houthis seized an Israeli-linked cargo vessel last month. Now, correspondent Janelle Dumalaon in Washington is following those developments. Welcome, Janelle. What more do we know about the attack on the US warship?
Well, the U.S. warship in question is the USS Carney. Now, that is a destroyer. It's part of the USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group. Now, if you remember, that was the carrier strike group that was deployed to the region in the aftermath of October 7, when Hamas attacked Israel. We know that the attack started at approximately 10 a.m. Sana time. It lasted for around 5 hours, and the USS Carney reportedly opened in self-defense. We've since heard that it managed to shoot down two Houthi drones. Now, this incident is thought to be significant because even as we have been seeing a ramping up of Houthi attacks on vessels in the region, this is the first time that multiple vessels have been involved in a single Houthi attack. Saying that, however, the USS Carney did not sustain any damage. No injuries were reported on board. Analysts seem to believe that this was much more about sending the U.S. Navy a message than causing any real damage. However, as we have been hearing, this is just the latest in a series of attacks, and there's no reason to assume that it will be the last.
And so what role is the U.S. military playing in the Red Sea?
Well, it's important to note that even before the October 7 attack on Israel, the U.S. Navy had already been bolstering its presence in the region. We're talking thousands of troops. We're talking different kinds of warplanes, naval vessels. And the reason that Washington has always cited is the protection of the free flow of trade and the freedom of navigation. This is, of course, an important waterway for global trade. It's a shortcut between Asia and Europe. But zooming beyond that, it's become important to Washington to underline its role there as a very important security actor, especially because of the shifting relationships in the region between the Gulf countries themselves, but also with U.S. strategic competitors like Russia and China. So it's become very important to Washington to enlarge its presence there, to show that it is very much there as a deterrent presence as well. And of course, October 7 happened, and that added another layer of volatility to the region and increased reason for the U.S. to be active.
OK, thanks for that, Janelle. U.S. correspondent Janelle Dumalaon.